Going live after dark. What's up, family? It's your boy Jay Hud again. I just had a few things to talk about real quick. Um, I've been watching, just going back and forth different platforms, people I've subscribed to, and I just been thinking, I was like, with the conscious community, all I've been seeing so far lately is people going back and forth about who's scamming who's being exposed, how this person robbed money from the people, how this person scammed money from the people. And it's like, what is this? How is this helping any of your viewers, any of your subscribers, any of the people that's looking for information and knowledge that can help them in their life? And then I say, with the information that's being given to us when they are trying to enlighten us about the conscious community and about, where we're from, like when you got brothers talking about Egypt and where we come from, and do we know about our history and stuff like that? Like, what is any of this information going to do for us? How is it going to help us elevate in life? Because I need somebody to tell me, how is it going to help me? Because I can't take this information and go anywhere into a bank and get property loan or business loans because I got knowledge from the conscious community. I'm wondering is like, shouldn't we be getting information about how to better improve our communities, how we should be treating each other, how we should learn how to debate or how to have a conversation even when we disagree? Shouldn't we be learning about this type of stuff? Shouldn't we be talking about trying to organize, sorry, how to organize groups that can get these guns off the street, figure out where these guns are coming from, instead of locking up the youth that have the guns? Can we find out who's selling them the guns? Who's bringing the guns into the neighborhoods? Can we do stuff like that? Can we try to stop the black on black crime? Can we form groups and get public arenas or platforms created in Chicago where these young brothers are killing each other every day on a daily basis? Can we do that? Can we get together and form some kind of bond and take a trip to Chicago and talk in the community with the young brothers and try to educate these brothers on some stuff? Can we tell them that it's education that's available for you brothers to go back to school, get your high school diplomas, go off to college, get out of that environment you're in? Can we talk about that in the conscious community? Can we talk about how we don't talk about black on black crime at all? But as soon as a white man kills a black person, it's an outcry for a little while and then it's forgotten about. Why ain't nobody talking about George Zimmerman, how he killed that boy Trayvon Martin for no reason and got away with it? Why we ain't talking about that on no platforms? Why we not talking about Kanika Jenkins in Chicago being killed and stored in the freezer with the Rosemont Hotel being, suspicious or allegedly being involved? Why we ain't talking about that? Why we ain't warning people about when you go to Chicago, be careful where you're staying at? Why we ain't talking about that stuff? Why we ain't talking about the young kids that's having babies at 14 and 15, and the grandmothers are becoming younger these days in our environments, in our communities? See a grandmother at 35, 33. That's not normal. Why we ain't talking about safe sex? Why ain't we talking about the selling of drugs in our community? That's the kind of knowledge that people need to hear about, because young people in the streets, they don't want to hear all that stuff about back in the days and before biblical times and generations and generations before them. They want to hear about what's going on now, and they want you to keep it simple, because when you start trying to talk like you're a little more educated than other people are, people get tuned out. So if you keep it simple, people will listen. You know, I like knowledge, but I want to have some knowledge that's going to help me to elevate, and it's going to help somebody else to elevate. So we just, I just, that's why the channel I'm trying to create is going to be about knowledge. It's going to be about knowledge of self, or about knowledge of trying to help somebody build and to get on the right track. Because in no shape or form or fashion am I perfect. I'm 53 years old. I've been incarcerated 25 years of my life. That's half of my life. I don't have a relationship with my oldest son because he felt like I've been in jail too much and I've never been there for him, which is his own feeling, and his mother brainwashing him because she cheated when I was incarcerated, and we didn't have a relationship when I got out of prison, and I was living in the slums when I got home on Congress Avenue, New Haven, Connecticut. Was nothing but drugs, and I gravitated toward that because I wanted money. So he has a legit gripe, but I'm not going to let that stop me. So it's just rough. A lot of these young kids are lost because their parents are lost or were lost. And some of them trying to get their stuff together, but now these kids have grown up to be teenagers, and they're making their own decisions. So they feel like the street life is the only thing they know and the only thing that's going to get them where they need to be, because they don't know anything else. So I don't blame them. But if I can do something to try to help them, that's what I'm going to do. So when I come on this platform, I'm going to talk about everyday struggles and everyday things and how people need to behave, because the most important thing in life is your health. Because if you're not healthy, you can't get up and work, you can't take care of your children, and you can't clean your house, you can't go to school, and you can't take care of nobody because you're not healthy. So healthcare is very important. Knowing education, second thing, is very important, because if you're educated, you'll make better decisions. And with good healthcare and good education, it's easy for you to advance economically. It might not be something that's going to be handed to you. You might have to work for it, but eventually you will get there if you have them two things. Good health and education equals economic success if you put the time and effort into it. You know, lately, all I've been hearing is, I hear you, brother. That's true. That's true. You know, the brother Jack said these kids are lost because they want to be lost. I don't believe that, bro. They're not lost because they want to be lost. Some of them don't know no better, bro. If you got a kid that grow up in the streets, and all he knows is his father's back and forth in jail, his mother smoking crack and getting high. He growing up in an environment with no food. He goes on his porch. All he sees is people selling drugs, needles, and crack vials and crack bags and dope bags all around. Of course, that's what he's going to gravitate towards, because he don't know nothing else. He's gonna stop going to school. He's gonna be hanging around the dude that got the flashy sneakers and got the nice cars, and that's what he's gonna be attracted to, and that's what he's gonna want to do. So I don't agree with that, bro. It's definitely bigger than that. It's definitely bigger than that. So I just think that us as an older generation need to put out information that's gonna help the younger generation change their mind the way they live. You're right. Some of them don't want to change their mind. Some of them want to keep doing the same things over and over again because that's what they choose to do. But I don't feel that's the case. People come on in, tell me how you feel. Because I'm just talking. I'm just talking about how brothers always exposing each other and saying everybody's a scammer and everybody's a scammer. But everybody's not a scammer. Peace, fam. I see you. What up, cuz? I see you. I'm just talking a little bit. I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm just talking about the younger generation and the platform that's on YouTube, and how the conscious community, you know, been going back and forth lately about uh people scamming people. And it's like a lot of these people, when they first start their platforms out, they be about one agenda, helping the people or getting the message out. And then after they get that money, it's a whole different, it's a whole different ball game. Now it ain't about the people now. It's about the money now. And it shouldn't be like that. So that's all I was just up thinking, man. Like I said, my life hasn't been an easy road. I made a lot of mistakes. And my mother grew up a single parent, worked hard, three brothers, two brothers, three sons, and we didn't have it easy. But she did the best she can, and we did make a decision to go the other way. But it took me some hard experiences and some hard consequences to change, and I'm still learning how to change today. So I'm just gonna continue on this road. I just started this platform, and this is my first time, screaming live like this. I'm just trying to see how it's gonna go, and I see you, Jack. You keep saying being lost is just an excuse. You can't say that, brother. If you didn't, have you lived it? Have you grew up in the inner cities where most everybody's poor, nobody have money to do anything? Have you lived that life? So you should know better than it's not just an excuse because one thing I can say that's true. It is a choice sometimes, but sometimes the choice is easier made when you're in an environment where people are selling drugs right in front of your house, and people are getting high right in front of your house, and people are making money, and people got fresh Jordans on, and your sneakers are holy, and your lights are cut out, so you're living in the dark. Your mother has no food, and you got this brother out here saying, "Yo, if you hold this for me, or you knock this off, you can get $1,000. You'll have enough to get your lights on." Of course, somebody's gonna take that. So temptation and persuasion, peer pressure, all of that plays into this, brother. That's why I said it's two things that make the choice where a person's gonna make a better choice: education and healthcare. If you have a family and your mother's educated and your mother's in good health, she's able to take care of family and provide and go to work, then chances are you will make the right decision. You will go to school. You won't go outside and be around them people. You'll stay in the house when you get out of school, or you'll go places from your neighborhood to the library. But it's not too many positive places a brother can go these days. Because you know what they tell us? There is no money. There is no money for this. There is no money for that. I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut. They tore down the Q house where they said they was going to rebuild and make something. They tore it down and that was it. There's nowhere for these kids to go these days. Nowhere. So I would say that it is a choice, but sometimes that choice is easily made in the negative path because people see what they see and people want what they want and they want it right at that time. And then don't let somebody start using drugs or smoking weed because now that feeling that they get from smoking that weed, they want that again. So now they're out there because, I can get weed now. If I go out here and hustle and get money in my pocket, I can get Jordans, I can get weed. I don't got to go to school. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple. I'm just trying to build my platform up, man, and get some subscribers that's so we can do like we're doing now, building and talking and doing something positive. I don't want to get up. I don't want to start no platform while I'm exposing people. What's up, cuz? I see you. My cousin Chris Hudson. I see you, brother. We're gonna get together and do something. As soon as I get my money up and get some better equipment, we're gonna hook up so we can probably get a Hudson and Hudson platform. you know? But Jack Ziegler, I see what you're saying, brother. And I understand what you're saying. Sometimes it is a choice, and sometimes they just make the wrong choices. But mainly I just got up here because I wish the brothers stop exposing each other, man, because We all make mistakes and we all do things and we all like money. We all need money to survive. So I don't see nothing wrong with making money. But if you're gonna get up here and you're gonna start a platform, you're gonna tell people you want them to donate money to open up a school, to open up this, well, open up the school. If you're gonna start a cab company, start a cab company. Don't take the money and then switch up and don't talk about the project that you got the money that was donated to you that you were gonna use. Don't get the money and don't do what you say you were going to do, because that just make people see us as scammers. And black people, we already got it hard now. People already see us as clowns and entertainment already, because any kind of reality show or platform, we fight with each other, we curse each other out, we when we disagree, we don't know how to act, we go crazy. So we need to turn this around. We need to turn it around. That's all I wanted to say. I'm out. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm gonna try to do it live where I can have a phone hooked up so people could call in. And cuz I'm trying, man. Zach, thank you for coming through, brother.